This is Dr. Krause, and I would like to present a video for you on the 5 Festal scrolls that we talked about earlier. These are sometimes called the Megillot, which is just the Hebrew word, the plural for scroll, so scrolls, the Megillot. And these are scrolls that are in the collection that we call the Ketubim. The Ketubim are the writings, so we've left the Torah, the law, and the prophets, the Nebaim, and now we are to the Ketubim, which would be the writings. So this is a collection of 5 scrolls that were read aloud in the Jewish synagogues to commemorate a special feast day or holiday on the Jewish calendar. And I'll just spend a little bit of time on each one. Wish we had much more time on these, but we don't. So the first one of these I want to look at is Ruth, or in Hebrew, Ruth. The object lesson for Ruth is a dog. So I've got a picture here of a little toy dog. Dogs are often used to symbolize loyalty, and this is one of the great things that we see in Ruth, is loyalty. So our key verse is Ruth 1, and beginning with verse 16. Actually, why don't we back up to verse 15. And the story here is that Ruth is not a person of Israel. She's not an Israelite. Her husband and her mother-in-law have come to Moab because of a famine. Her mother-in-law is named Naomi, and the husband dies, and so Naomi is going to go back to Israel. And this is the parting time, verse 15. "Look," said Naomi, "your sister-in-law is going back to her people and her gods. Go back with her." So she's got a sister-in-law. Ruth has a sister-in-law who's going to return to Moab and back to her people, and Naomi's going to go to Israel. But verse 16, this great verse, "But Ruth replied, 'Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God.'" So you get this wonderful sense of loyalty, and that's our word, the word loyalty, for Ruth. So Ruth tells the story of this kind of unusual courtship that's filled with details that are from Israel's history and their traditions, the marriage of a widow to a relative. But I want you to look at the very end of the book, just a couple of verses, chapter 4, and beginning with verse 18. "This then is the family line of Perez." So this is also goes back to Judah. Perez is the son of Judah. "Perez was the father of Hezron, Hezron the father of Ram, Ram the father of Amminadab, Amminadab the father of Nahshon, Nahshon the father of Salmon, Salmon the father of Boaz." This is the person in the story that marries Ruth. Salmon the father of Boaz, Boaz the father of Obed, Obed the father of Jesse, and Jesse the father of David. And so here you get the real reason for this book being in the canon and being a popular book, and that is that it tells the story of an ancestor of David, and it's a very, very beautiful story. So this was read on Shavuot, the Feast of Weeks, which we also call Pentecost. This would usually occur in May, and it was a harvest festival, so it was a very appropriate book to read because it talks about harvesting crops, and was read for that occasion.